Have you had sticker shock at the grocery store these days? Does your bill seem higher? Well, it's not your imagination. Since 2020, and according to the Consumer Price Index, certain key categories like eggs are up 60%, butter and margarine 35%, and lettuce up 25%. It's all pretty troubling. Trae Bodge is a smart shopping expert and joins us now. How you feeling, Trae?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Except when I'm at the grocery store, I have to say right now, it is unbelievable. I feel like I need to take out a second mortgage on the house every time I go to the grocery store. Why are we seeing these increases? Give us the lowdown.
Yeah, so we're seeing increases in several categories and for different reasons. So eggs are through the roof right now, and it's because of an avian flu. We're seeing high prices on lettuce because of a bug that was going through a lot of the lettuce crops. High prices on butter and margarine. We're seeing high prices on things in aluminum cans. And so it's really tough out there at the grocery store with these high prices in certain categories.
So if we are wanting to buy something that's in one of these categories, do we just kind of have to suck it up and pay the price, or what can we do?
So my suggestion is not to necessarily suck it up and pay that price if you can avoid it. So it might be a good opportunity, for example, if your family eats a lot of eggs, to maybe introduce some different proteins into their diet this week and see what happens. Also, if you tend to bake with eggs, I've been experimenting with making a flax egg, which is flax meal plus water. And I made my famous chocolate chip cookies last weekend with a flax egg, and nobody knew the difference. And so I saved money and I tried something new and had a healthy alternative at the same time. So it might be time to get a little bit creative.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to experiment in the kitchen anyway. A flax egg, I'll let you know if I try it. I should try
Yes.
it. I've done the chia pods. I've done that before. But I
Yep,
think
me
the
too.
other thing too, if my daughter loves eggs and
Mm,
she'll have two at a time, but perhaps maybe you just have one instead of two and put something else with your toast too, right?
great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what are some other ways that we can save at the grocery store if we're trying to eat healthy in particular?
Yeah. So first of all, the way you pay is really important. I think this is something that people overlook. Get familiar with the benefits that your credit cards offer. You can actually Google the name of their credit card and the benefits will pop right up. And what I mean by that is, will your credit card give you cash back when you're buying at the grocery store? If it won't, it might be time to change. There's a really nice one called the Bread Cashback American Express that gives you 2% cash back across all categories. So you're getting bang for your buck every time you use your credit card. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is definitely make sure you're signed up for the loyalty programs if there is one available at all your favorite grocery stores where you're shopping to get those points and maybe free food. I would also say buy the store brand or generic versus brand name. That's a good way to save, and it's becoming really high quality in terms of store brands and generics. So definitely look at that, and then avoid prepared foods, especially in fruits and vegetables. Don't buy anything pre-chopped because you're paying for that and that will cost you. So take the extra time to chop at home and you'll save some money that way too.
Oh my goodness, without a doubt. I mean, for so many reasons, right? When you have it chopped at the grocery store, it may look good when you're in there, but by the time you get it home, it doesn't look nearly as pretty as, when you chop it
Mhm.
yourself, and taste quite as fresh. And it also spoils faster. So if you're paying more for it and then you also have to dump it in the trash can, it's like double whammy. Not good, right?
Yeah, such a great point.
All right, let's talk about grocery stores in particular. So I've been going to Trader Joe's a lot lately, and besides just the cute
Mhm.
little Hawaiian shirts that they wear and just the positive vibes that you feel, I feel like
Yeah.
I've been saving so much compared to the other grocery store that I go to very often, which I won't throw under the bus and name them. But what are your top grocery stores to save?
Yeah, so I love Trader Joe's as well, and I do love the positive vibes in the store, and I love the quality of the product and the prices. I also love Aldi. That's another good alternative if you haven't tried it yet. They have kind of overstocks and they have their own house brands. They don't have a huge selection, but you can really save if you shop at Aldi. Then I would also say don't ignore the dollar store. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, what is she talking about? I only buy my gift wrap at the dollar store, but a lot of dollar stores, especially like Dollar General, Family Dollar, they're kicking it up a notch. They have healthy snacks, healthy prepared foods, and then also some have fresh produce at lower prices that you might find at your typical grocery store.
Fantastic. Yep. And you just have to watch out for those impulse buys, though, if you're at the dollar store, if you're anything like me. Buying in bulk, finally, which items should we buy in bulk and which ones should we stay away from?
So that's a tricky question because it really depends on how many people you're feeding. If you have a larger family, most categories are safe to buy in bulk, but if you only have one or two or three of you, avoid large fresh produce like that big tin of microgreens, which look amazing and then they go bad after 5 days. Just be careful about buying fresh produce, especially for those smaller families. If you do have a small family and you have, say, a Costco or Sam's Club membership, focus on those non-perishables like pastas and canned goods, because you can save up to 40% by buying in bulk, but you're wasting money if you end up throwing things away.
Yeah, well, it's nice when you can go somewhere like a Costco or Sam's Club or something and buy in bulk. And then I find myself buying on Amazon all the time, which is amazing for the convenience, but the amount of cardboard we go through is just atrocious. And I feel so bad for Mother Earth. So buying in bulk can help with that as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, avoiding shipping, because that carbon footprint it is not a joke where we're shipping a lot of these things by Amazon. So I love Amazon too, but if you are going to buy on Amazon, try to combine your items into one shipment versus receiving one thing on a given day, because that's where that carbon footprint really goes through the roof.
Yeah, it saves cash and your carbon footprint. So win-win for everybody. Well, Trae Bodge, thank you so much. Great tips, keeping it light and bright and fun. Where can we find out more information about you?
Thanks so much for having me. You can find me at Trae on Instagram, where I'm sharing shopping and saving tips every day, and then also my website at truetrae.com.
truetrae.com. She's got a great newsletter as well, and you will love her reels. So do not forget to follow Trae Bodge on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Cheers.
Thank you.